Hello, friend, and welcome to my channel. My name is Daffy Roth, and this is the final video of the Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars. This is also future Daffy Roth in that I'm actually adding this in editing, so I decided to break up the final two videos and the final video into two because of the length, and then as well as the extra content that we missed, like the Vexing Cave and then the character cards and everything. Because I want to try to give people who aren't going to play the game a chance at seeing everything the game has to offer. So that being said, we're going to pick up right where the last video left off. In that we're gonna head down into the basement and face the final battle. So other than that, I will see you there. Jump to the Mausoleum depths. Why, yes, sir.
You sense an immense power enshrouding the whole of this floor.
Not save or load, and also you cannot use the bellwether either. Not a problem, I guess.
The Ivory Order Trio lies collapsed at Sherwyn's feet. Sherwyn glances your way as he notices your presence. You again.
You found Sherwyn. What will you say? What are you going to do?
What is it you're doing here, you ask him. This is the heart of the Mausoleum, where the Order kept the dragon prisoner and harvested dragon tear. The Order perfected a technique to distill medicine from the preternatural magic imbued in dragon tear. So you were right in thinking you could find Mars' cure here. Sherwyn pays you no mind, continuing. How I detested that medicine. It took my parents from me. You struggled to conceal your shock that you and Sherwyn suffered the same tragedy. Nursing his grudge, he infiltrated the Order so that he could destroy it from the inside out. After being elevated to the Order's highest echelons, he learned the dragon was the source of the medicine. Ever since, he had been awaiting his chance to kill the dragon. He finally got it atop the volcano. Now all that's left is to destroy this forsaken place, and the realm will be restored to how it was before the medicine, to how it ought to be. Sherwyn stands before the altar and begins mumbling an incantation. It looks like he's gearing up to perform some sort of rite. The Mausoleum will be destroyed if you don't stop Sherwyn, and if that happens, you'll never get your hands on any dragon tear.
Stop, Sherwyn.
Prepare yourself.
Nah, I got this.
The Ivory Order Trio are still alive, but don't have the strength to get up.
As I step over them.
You attempt to stop Sherwyn's rite. But the fallen Ivory Order Trio totter to their feet. Master Sherwyn, says Winifred, unable to quell her trembling. Why? You used us, growls Berwyn, narrowing his eyes at Sherwyn. Your actions betray everything the Order stands for, spits Hedwyn. Sherwyn does not dispute the accusations. On the contrary, he confirms them. Everything I've done, including using you, is to purge this world of that medicine. Sherwyn returns his concentration to the right. You race towards Sherwyn to stop the right, but then Winifred blocks your way. Winifred puts out her arm. You're not strong enough to stop him. He's one of the strongest among the Ivory Order's ranks, she says. Still, says Melanie, batting Winifred's hand out of the way, we have to do something. Let us help. Sherwyn pivots to face you, snarling. I will crush any who dare stand in my way. Sherwyn attacks. It'll take more than numbers to win here.
Deal 5 damage. I should have just sold those. Curtis is kind of getting hurt here. Oh, yeah, he didn't give up my bomb. Guys, I'm doing more damage with one character than you guys are doing in one turn. Oh, that was 10 and a 9. I was like 109. Holy crap. I take back what I just said. Here, eat this. Overkill ability comes like, oh, screw you. You fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Sherwyn's flip side story. And then we're going to do skills. I'm actually gonna drop eulogy, bring in dead mirage, charge bill, bring out there.
Sherwyn, bloodied and beaten, lies sprawled across the ground. Give up already, you say? Then, from the folds of his cloak, Sherwyn withdraws a vial of dragon tear. So it has come to this, he murmurs, before gulping it down. Sherwyn's body begins morphing into something grotesque. You hear a voice echoing in your head. A lifeless world, a deathless world. This fetid plane will be purged so that it gleams pure white once more. I, the Awisaswin, will make sure of it.
What? I guess this is it. I mean, my guess is there's still one enemy we gotta fight. So maybe unless he has another form. Actually, let's do this. On her turn, she's going to use Sea Stone. And then go ahead and lose arrow. I like using their most basic attacks here. I hit him with fire. There we go. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, he's gonna morph into another.
We, too, bear some of the blame for allowing this to happen. Winifred and the others combine their magic for an all-powerful strike. The brunt of the blow renders the Awisaswin motionless. But in your head echoes a familiar voice. There is no denying me. This world will fall, as will you. The Awisaswin stirs, stretching his humongous wings. Their power depleted, Winifred and company retreat from the fore.
Oh, they run like little bitches.
The Awisaswin screeches a bloodthirsty shriek as he bears down on you once again.
Ugh. Oh, this is annoying. Okay. Actually, let's do this. too bad. Okay. Make this count. I was really hoping for a critical. Let's see if we could take down one of the wings, though. Dang it, dude. Okay. She just needs to survive here. Then we're gonna bomb. Okay. And then Deadly Mirage. For 99 turns. Okay. Do we use it all? Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, I mean, this is it right here. I mean, even without the criticals.
Foul creatures, be cleansed by my power. The Awishous Wind's power inhibits your actions. The Awishous Wind gathers his immense strength. You have to do something. But the Awishous Wind's power binds you. Struggling against his power, Melanie recalls Vince's final words. Your spell can make this world a better place. Through everything, realization strikes her. The only way out of this is to use forbidden magic. I offer myself, body and soul, as payment. Melanie recites the spell, then turns to you. I'm sorry, she says, her voice faint. You'll have to finish what you started without me. Melanie's powerful magic has bound the Awishaswin. That same power, though, has also bound her. Her power drained from casting the spell, Melanie collapses to the ground. Her spell breaks the power binding you. You can move freely again and feel your strength return. The spell has bound the Awishaswin. Now's your chance to end this.
Only withdraws from battle. Take a moment to reorganize your party. Oh, now we can't use our super bomb. Yeah, you know what? Mars good. Let's look at skills here. We have Ram to all. Okay, all. And skill attack damage plus 25. So yeah, I think that's good. And what about equipment? Then turns until it deals with that is restored.
Give it all you.
Yeah. I mean, I can kill him in 10 turns. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I know. We're just gonna have her do her 4 times. So, I mean, and that's gonna be it. I mean, if you guys will stop using, like, your bitch spells. Actually, let's see here. I was kind of hoping for more, but they're gonna get the final blow. How lame. Oh, no, we do. Nice. 9,999.
You defeated the Awishaswin. Sherwyn, returned to his human form, seems not long for this world.
Aid to collapse spell.
You rush to Melanie's side. The moment you reach her, you notice something strange.
Oh, well, now.
Melanie's transformed into a monster. Just then, Winifred and the others return from their search of the area. It seems the emergency stores of dragon tear kept in the altar were all dashed upon the ground during your battle with Sherwyn. Despair buckles your knees. You've lost Melanie and any hope of changing Mar back.
I don't know. It's kind of hot. Man.
Winifred slips something into your hand. You hold it up and see the empty vial of dragon tear that Sherwyn drank. But if you squint, you can make out one last drop in the bottom. You got a vial of dragon tear from Winifred. The world, cut off from its supply of medicine with the dragon's death. Your twin, for whom you have searched high and low for some way of restoring her human form. And Melanie, transformed into a monster and lying prone before your very eyes. You must decide for which purpose to put the all-powerful dragon tear.
I mean,
as though you were trying to cling to something, you offer up every supplication to the dragon tear. And then...
nice.
The dragon tear's light overwhelms you. You feel your consciousness start to slip away. Where's that voice coming from? Wake up, screams Ridis, shaking you ungently.
Gently.
Your eyes peel open, and you glance around. You're alive, says Melanie through flowing tears. You let go of a heavy sigh of relief to see she's human again. Bruno says you collapsed after the dragon tears started shining with fierce light, and that you've been unconscious ever since. That's when you realize Mar is nowhere to be seen. You wrap Mar, returned to human, in your firm embrace. Thus your journey drew to its conclusion. As for the story afterward, you return to Advent Castle and make your report of the events to Queen Nilla. She rewards you handsomely for telling her the truth about the dragon, but it's barely enough to cover the cost of repairs to Ridis's home.
What?
Bruno returns to the coastal village he calls home, still squabbling with Oreo. The dragon agrees to continue providing dragon tear for the kingdom, so long as he can live the rest of his life in peace and quiet. Queen Nilla denounces the Ivory Order for their cruelty and seizes control of medicinal production. She does all she can to ensure a more ethical manufacturing process. Winifred, Hedwyn, and Berwyn leave the Ivory Order, establishing a new organization to help the needy. And what of you, Mar and Melanie? Queen Nilla asks you to serve in her court, but that's not really something the three of you are cut out for. You decline to set off for new adventures. And to this day, The incessant bickering of the bounty-hunting twins and the Black Witch can be heard in various far-flung corners the world over. This is a story of long, long ago and long, long from now. Playing. Did you enjoy your adventure?
Yeah, it was fun.
Good to hear. That means I succeeded as your game master.
Well, I mean, I already said what issue.
Now then, this is the end of your long journey, which means you and I must regrettably part ways. I hope we meet again in the world of Voice of Cards.
I do as well.
It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure to you as well. You fulfilled the necessary cards to unlock the would-be hero's flip side story. A Whistleman's flip side story. The ending has been added to the collection. A secret event on the Isle of Blight, where the volcano and Mausoleum are located, has been added. Okay, well, I guess we need to go find that. Saving game clear data, you will then be returned to the title screen. Okay, so there's the game, with the proper, I guess, so the ending that we just saw was the good ending, in that you have to have all 10 of those cards in order to be able to even choose that one. So, like I promised, this is going to be the extra content that was missed. I'm not sure in the order I'm going to present it, but there's going to be the other endings, and then the character cards, and the two battles that were optional, as well as an event that was missed, so in which you get extra powers. So with that being said, sit back and just enjoy the extra content, I suppose, and I will see you at the end. All right, so here we are. We are going to actually leave the dungeon. And then do the first new event that was just unlocked. Actually, the first time we've had to use one of these.
An old man totters along in front of you. With an eerie smile, he pauses and whispers. Another eye of the dragon opens. Suddenly, the ground begins to quake so hard, you are nearly knocked off your feet. It stops as quickly as it came, and you let out a sigh of relief. The old man continues on his way, repeating to himself, "The eye has opened."
Vexing Cave is unlocked. Okay, so before we go there, I need to prepare. I just spent 15 minutes fighting him and he kicked my butt. So that being said, we're gonna go around, collect some items, and do some other things, and then we will come back to this fight. But in the meantime, I will be back in just a moment. Alright, so here we are back in Advent. This is where we're going to get the weapon. Changed your mind, have you? Come to buy the legendary weapon after all, he whispers eagerly. Will you pay him 20,000 gold? Yeah.
You decide not to overthink it and hand over the money. Anyone asks, you didn't buy it here, he says, repeating the last part ad nauseum as he hands it to you. Of course, he was on the black market.
Obtained the Phoenix Flame. Alright, so that is gear. Alright, and that's all the weapons. Okay, and that takes care of that, and then I'll be back when we do the next part. See you in a moment. Alright, event. You journey onward, only to see a suspicious-looking elder appear before you, a bottle of medicine dangling from his waist. Proclaim himself a man of medicine, who has discovered a revolutionary new curative. He would have one of your party drink it as a test. There's no harm in trying it, he boldly claims. Well, I will have Melanie do it. Melanie's face twists in disgust, but she soon relents. Here's hoping this does something useful for others and takes the drink.
Melanie begins blinking furiously. I think I have a new power, she says, her voice quaking. The doctor of sorts is positively giddy with excitement at his success. It seems whoever quaffs this brew gains access to special powers.
Nice. Heal lights for 6 target. Alright, since this is a new game plus, that's not going to carry over to my other one. But, yeah, that concludes the events, at least. Well, kind of. Anyways. So, I will be back momentarily. Actually, before I go, I did just want to cover what the other ones are, because I'm not going to sit here and farm. That took over an hour and a half, so just to get to one. Basically, the Ash gets Inferno Fire, which I assume is possibly in all enemies. Mar gets a Splash of Water. Ridis gets Cyclone Wind, and Bruno gets Zap Bolts. So that's what we get for that. If you sit here, and apparently the quickest way to do it is on New Game Plus around Thryston, but yeah, with that being said, I will be back once I get the Dryad's card and go from there. Yep, there we go. You fulfill the necessary requirements and unlock the Furbol's enemy story. I'll be back in a second once we get the Dryads. Alright, and here we fulfilled the necessary requirements, unlock the Game Parlor Reception's flip side story. Apparently the only place I didn't play cards in was Woodland. So once I still need to get the Dryad, and then we'll go ahead and go over a couple. Alright, onwards. Alright, so here we have the Dryad card. So why don't we go ahead and get caught up on the enemies now. So we have collection monster. So the first one that we had to get was the Furball here. As these little fluffs mature, their fur grows until it covers their faces. As this is quite the accidental treat, they entice other monsters to trim their fur so they can see our threats. Good lord. These creatures shed rapidly as they age. Upon losing the last of their fur, they cry out. The remainder of their bodily fluids, leaving behind a nearly mummified husk. Oh. Alright, so first we have the Furball. As these little fluffs mature, their fur grows until it covers their faces. As this is quite the existential threat, they entice the other monsters to trim their fur so they can see. These creatures shed rapidly as they age. Upon losing the last of their fur, they cry out the remainder of their bodily fluids, leaving behind a nearly mummified hut. Ugh, bad. Let's see here. Then we had the Dryad. The Dryads believe themselves the belle of the forest ball, so to speak. On the night of the full moon, they have been known to hold concerts deep in the heart of the forest. The mere hint of a Dryad song is enough to send creatures of the forest fleeing, or those who pay any mind to it pass gently into that good night. Let's see. The other one. Yeah, we didn't do his. Sherwyn. Born of the awesome power of Dragon Tear and the limitless hatred in Sherwyn's heart, the Pale Serpent would see all existence erased and the world born anew. Sherwyn wanted nothing more than to see a world he deemed filthy and corrupt return to a blank slate. Whether preventing his wish was the right thing to do, we will never know. Alright, so that takes care of monsters currently. We still have the Dragon's Flipside story to do, which we'll do when we beat him up. Characters. The would-be hero. What matters most in life differs depending on the person. For him, it's money. Slaying the dragon may make him a hero, but more importantly, it'll make him rich. Once he and his sister turned monster, led the island, money became more than a means to an end. It became salvation. He turned to bounty hunting, and so he and his sister could survive. I'm having issues reading tonight. Then we also have... we still need to get Chubby Boys in the corner. The game parlor. Rumors abound that the sweet innocent boy who greets patrons of the game parlor receives a small bonus from the owner whenever the house wins in a game of cards. Presenting a consistent image at every venue, these quadruplets are hard at work in the land's game parlors in hopes of paying back their parents' gambling arrears. Right. Then we do have Sherwyn. Sherwyn wasted no time to distinguish himself in the Ivory Order. His character and aptitude earned him the title the Ivory Knight at an exceedingly young age. Sherwyn's success was driven by an intense hatred for the Ivory Order, who distributed their medicine, knowing full well what it could do to people if only his parents had known. Then we have the Piscator. The seaman prides himself on his strength and claims none in his village can best him. He trains every day in the hopes of becoming what he calls the ultimate man. His training regimen is diverse, compromising handcrafts, cooking, singing, gardening, fortune-telling, and calligraphy. Strength training? Said anything about that? Okay. Alright. Alright, so onwards to the dragon here. We're gonna go ahead and fight this guy here. I totally forgot about him. Event! An armor-clad knight stands exuding extraordinary powerful aura.
The moment the knight senses your presence, he speaks. You there. I wish to challenge you in a contest of strength, he proclaims, placing his hand on the hilt of his sword. It seems he has deemed you a worthy opponent. Stealing your resolve, you draw your sword from its sheath.
Our awesomely magical sword now. I just don't even feel like I still don't feel he does a lot of damage even with his ultimate weapon.
Fortune favors the bold. Warrior, this is far more befitting of you, he says, entrusting you with his armor. Perhaps returning to basics because of his loss, the knight swings his sword intently.
Divine armor, legendary armor of a heavenly knight. Alright. Let's go ahead and get that equipped. All right, here we go into the Vexing Cave. I did respec my characters somewhat, and sold a bunch of unnecessary items, and just wanted a bunch of soothe stones. So, yeah, we will see what happens here. I should probably save. I noticed that when he gets down low, he casts Melanie's ultimate thing. The one that's the elementalist one. I can't think of what it's called.
Something dragon-like appears. It's cloaked in an ominous aura. Please, someone, kill me. Could it be the lingering hatred of the dragon you fought at the volcano? Detestable humans. Detestable world. If you do not kill me, I will end it all.
Alright, keep your pants on. You know what I forgot to do? Equip my fire stay rings. Alright, though. We'll deal with it. Alright, let's see how we do with the tri-blade. Alright, well at least he can do damage this time. Before, he wasn't doing anything. Alright. Charge spell. Still hurts though, man. Alright. Zero elements is what I was thinking of. But we'll do a charge. Ideally, I'd like to be able to use that and her Deadly Mirage in one go. We're going to charge again. I think we'll just kind of plink away at him. Alright, now's our time to go. Oh, give me a crit, Britus. Oh wow, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna need that. I can deal with that. All right, here we go. If she gets a crit here, it ends it. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, but you know what's gonna be great is Melanie will be able to finish this here. Still a tough fight.
Thank you. The dragon's malice gives a serene smile, then slowly fades away. You successfully liberated the dragon from its painful curse.
Mar Avatar appearance obtained. Open the options menu from the tile screen. I didn't realize I didn't have that. We've filled necessary requirements to unlock the Dragon Malice's enemy story. Monsters. Oh yeah, we don't get that until later. The dragon was tortured by the Ivory Order for so many moons that his very existence has passed into legend. The accumulated resentment is beyond human comprehension. And lo, the dragon's malice took on a form all its own, separate from its mortal host. If nothing else, it should be given its last rites. Okay, and with that, what I'm going to do is go ahead and head over back into the Mausoleum and get our alternate endings, and that should wrap it up. Alright, see you in a moment. Alright, here we are. We're going to choose our next ending here. I like how we just give zero fucks about this dude.
Sherwyn, returned to his human form, seems not long for this world.
Hate the clap.
The altar was destroyed in the fight. The bottles placed upon the altar as an offering now lie in shattered pieces across the ground. You rush to Melanie's side. The moment you reach her, you notice something strange. Melanie is transformed into a monster. Just then, Winifred and the others return from their search of the area. It seems the emergency stores of dragon tear kept in the altar were all dashed upon the ground during your battle with Sherwyn. Despair buckles your knees. You've lost Melanie and any hope of changing Mar back. Winifred slips something into your hand. You hold it up and see the empty vial of dragon tear that Sherwyn drank. But if you squint, you can make out one last drop in the bottom. You got a vial of dragon tear from Winifred. The world, cut off from its supply of medicine with the dragon's death. Your twin, for whom you have searched high and low for some way of restoring her human form. And Melanie, transformed into a monster and lying prone before your very eyes. You must decide For which purpose to put the all-powerful dragon tear?
Let's do...
You tip the dragon tear over Melanie's prone form. Melanie turns back into a human. When she learns you used the dragon tear on her, Melanie asks you why you didn't choose Mar. You shouldn't have used the last dragon tear on me, she sobs. After escaping the Mausoleum, you take Melanie and Mar with you on another sojourn round the realm. Melanie is as unforgiving toward you as always, but grows especially tender in taking care of Mar. Deep, deep down, she feels guilty that only she returned to normal. Afterwards, news of the dragon's imprisonment at the hands of the Ivory Order and the medicine they forced him to make spreads like wildfire. A rash of skirmishes breaks out over the increasingly rarer medicine that is the dragon's legacy. Chaos envelops the realm.
You fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock Monster Melody's side story. Right, so we've done Melanie, and we've done Wish for Everything. Now let's change Mar back.
You tip the dragon tear over Mar. Mar turns back into a human. You rush to her side and give her the biggest bear hug in the history of bear hugs. The monstrous Melanie looks on with a vacant stare. After escaping the Mausoleum, you take Melanie and Mar with you on another sojourn round the realm. Perhaps due to the length of time she spent as a monster, Mar has trouble speaking. The only thing that hasn't changed is her appetite. Melanie, on the other hand, follows the two of you everywhere you go, in total silence. You think she can understand your conversations, but you aren't sure how much of Melanie is really left inside the monster. Afterwards, news of the dragon's imprisonment at the hands of the Ivory Order and the medicine they forced him to make spreads like wildfire. A rash of skirmishes breaks out over the increasingly rarer medicine that is the dragon's legacy. Chaos envelops the realm.
You have fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Mar's side story.
Wishing for the dragon's revival, you head toward the volcano.
Theoretically, that should be able to give us all across the board, right? Get more dragon tears, and we can use that on Melanie and Mar. But the dragon probably be all pissy. Why did you resurrect me?
At the peak of the volcano, you tip the dragon tear into the roiling lava. The dragon comes back to life. You sacrificed your own kin and comrades to help me? He asks softly. Foolish human. He launches into the sky. You watch him fly away into the distance.
Oh, the dragon's just an asshole.
After escaping the mausoleum, you take Melanie and Mar with you on another sojourn round the realm. You hope, one day, to find more dragon tear and turn them both human again. Afterwards, your reputation grows, not as a bounty hunter, but as a monster whisperer, thanks to your two companions. It's not exactly how you envisioned getting famous, but that is a tale for another time.
You fulfill the necessary requirements to unlock the dragon's look lights. It was love of fat first coup when our freewheeling bounty hunter met Mar, and they've been inseparable ever since. Who says bounty hunters can't have a soft side? I'm so hungry. Can we please eat? Our hero's companion wasn't just human. She was his own sister. Alas, it would seem that time stopped for her the day she was transformed. I wonder if that's in the character section. Yeah. Monster Melly, though sworn to protect the dragon, she never forgave him for killing her parents. Pushed to the brink, she forsook her oath to protect him and swore that she would have her revenge. The time has come to pay the price of forbidden magic. Having heard the dragon's plight, she does so not knowing if he was truly deserving of the retribution she sought. Then we have the monsters for the dragon, who's an asshole. There's Tukrock. Dragon tear in its most diluted form was a curative to humans. It's no surprise seeing as it has the power to transform whoever drinks it into whatever form they desire. Okay, well, guess that's it. I was kind of hoping there'd be another place to go to, but there we are. That's it. The Voice of Dragons. Oh, I loved it. I mean, as far as the story, again, the story is great. The story, I think, is what holds this game together by far. I mean, you know, yeah, sure, it looks cute, but a lot of the it doesn't pull any punches in some of those twists and turns. So I really appreciate that. Like, that's a really great. You know, it's really awesome. I really appreciated that. Overall, I loved it. It's simple. It's easy. I mean, it's definitely a game if you just want to relax and you'll have some fun. You know, just to kind of chill, listen to the music, and kind of let your brain just kind of wander. I mean, I can't recommend it enough. You know, some of the criticisms for me would just be like, yeah, the GM's cool and all, but it kind of would have been nice if had you voice the different characters. But yeah, whatever. I don't care. It's a minor nitpick. So yeah, I mean, I'm wanting more, and I guess that says a lot. Like, I kind of wish we had a little bit more to go. But nope, that's it. That's all we have. So, let's get to the end. Yada yada yada. I was curious if I get to do any my goodness, there's a lot of people that worked on this. All right, and that wraps it up for the video. I thank you all for watching. I can't stress enough how awesome this game is. It's simplistic in form, but the story and the writing is top tier and well worth the journey. So do yourself a favor, pick it up. It's not expensive, and definitely show more interest in this kind of content by Square Enix, because I would definitely love to see another Voice of Cards in the future. So other than that, friends, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe below. Let me know what you thought of the different endings, which ones perhaps you would have chosen, and yeah. So all right, well everyone, thank you for your support. Again, my name is Zach Roth and I'm signing off. Bye bye.